All right, so I'm up to part two of three of my All American Men of War collection. This is number 20 from April 1955 with a Jerry Grandinetti cover and art, off-white pages. There is one 9.0 and three 8.0, so this is tied for second best. So these comics would have come out. I don't know the exact date when the Vietnam War started, but it was 1955. The Korean War had just ended in 1953, so war was on people's minds. I you know I swear I've not read these comics because they are obviously sealed. I don't know that they ever reprinted them. So, but I've read other comics from the era that were not DC comics, and they did not glamorize war at all. I have read comics from DC, particularly in World War II, that were almost unpleasant in their glamorization of war. Not so much glamorizing it, but making it seem like it's no big deal. Join the military and kick the crowds, and war is not fun. So I don't know where these DC comics fall on the spectrum of either showing the real terrible nature of war and glamorizing it. But like I said, other comic book companies, particularly like EC and some other ones, they did not try to glamorize war, even though they came. Now, in World War II, it was literally illegal to not support the war. You'd get yourself in trouble. And I think the DC Comics was trying to be patriotic and do their duty. So we have issue number 22, which has 9 graded copies and 3 8.0, and so this is the highest grade, despite not looking that great. It's got a stamp on it, and the cover is kind of weathered. Has creamed off-white pages. Not a lot of information on there. I think this was an early graded issue, and this one came out in June in 1955. And it has a Comic Link sticker on it. And so does this one. They love to put their sticker on there. This is number 32 with 6 graded copy, 1 8.0, and 2 7.0. So again, despite the fact that this is not, the cover has definitely had some wear on it. Second highest grade, at least tied for it. This is April 1956 with off-white pages and Jerry Grandinetti art. Okay. Next up is issue number 38. So this one has 13 graded copies, 4 8.0s, and 2 7.5. So tied for second highest. Creamed off-white pages, came out in October 1956 with Jerry Grandinetti cover. All right. Next up is issue 41 with 14 graded copies, 1 8.5, 1 8.0, and 3 7.0. So tied for third best. Came out in January 1957 with creamed off-white pages. Let's see, a Joe Kubert cover. So legendary Joe Kubert. I confess I was never really a huge fan of Joe Kubert, but given the right genre, he can be very good. So this one, let's see, this is number 57 with 8 graded copies, 2 8.0s, and 2 7.0s. Came out in May 1958 with off-white pages, Jerry Grandinetti cover and art. And as I was going through my comics to look at them, discovered this one has a crack going all the way across and a crack up here. So I do not remember buying this one cracked. So I don't know if I cracked it. I would assume if I did, it was either stacking them up or carrying them around. But I'm a little surprised. I'm pretty careful with mine, but it does show you that these these cases can definitely be cracked because I don't. There was no point where I say dropped it or anything like that. Now I also drove halfway across the country with these, so in boxes. So I don't know if they rattled around or what, but that's a little disappointing. Those are some pretty sizable cracks in the case. Finally, for today, we have issue number 81. And this one has 15 graded copies with 2 9.0s and 1 8.5. So this stands alone as second highest grade, third behind 2 9.0s. It says a gray tone cover. I don't know why it is saying that. This came out in September, October 1960 with off-white pages and a Russ Heath cover. I kind of like that cover. It's a pretty neat one. So I will have one more video showing my All-American Men of War, and then that will complete that collection.